Well, here we are. Monday, March 27th, 2023. This is Brody. I'm Larissa. Morning. Oh, this is my video diary. Brody, how you doing today, buddy? How you doing? What's your story, buddy? What you got going on, huh? So, you got dirty yesterday. Daddy had to spray you off again with the hose. And look at your furs. Look at your furs sticking up on your back. You need to let Mommy brush that. Oh, my. What a day. Ugh. I put orals in my hair last night before I went to bed. I did. Overnight conditioning. So I'm a grease head. Greasy this morning. New batch of tea. Shampoo the oils out of my hair. Smells nice. Smelly nice. But it's greasy. It looks greasy. I'll wash it out. And hopefully I won't have any frizz. No frizz. Mixed myself up a new batch of tea yesterday. So, what's in this batch? Blue Dream. That is my strain of preference for pain management and also for topical. It works really great in salves for healing wounds, for wound healing and such. Anyway, Blue Dream, borage flower, a little bit of hibiscus, and reishi mushroom. It's for immune boosting. And what else is in it? And thistle, which is why it tastes a little funny. And mint. You can taste the mint. The mint is what makes it palatable. It's what makes the thistle, because the thistle is strong. The thistle is really strong. What else is in the lemon verbena? A little bit of lemon verbena in there. And what else? Bay leaf. Antifungal. Yeah. That's what's in today's tea. Will be in my tea for probably the next couple weeks. Few weeks. Yeah, my tea, that usually lasts when I make a batch. So I make a batch with an ounce of herb, and then the other herbs on top of it. And I guess, so each like serving of tea is like maybe a gram of herb. Right? So then when you steep the tea in the hot water, the trichomes and everything are dissolved into the water, into the tea, and the other phytonutrients from the leaf, or from the flower material, because it's not leaf, it's flower. And, then you add the sugar. I use Manuka honey. And that is what activates it. But it activates it enough so that your body synthesizes the compound, but doesn't make you super stoned. So sometimes it'll be stronger if you brew it in a fat, like if you brew it in milk, or if you put it in ghee, right? And then, but I don't like feeling stoned. So it's a matter of level of synthesis in the body. So I keep it just so my pain management is sometimes, like when I'm having really bad contractions, sometimes I'll do the other tea. Just because, but then I'm really incapacitated. Like, I feel stoned, and then I feel inebriated. So, like, there's really not doing anything at that point, right? But, you know, when you're in that much pain, right? They're not doing much of anything anyway, so whatever. But on a day-to-day basis, just dealing with the physical aches of my body. Yeah, so I still have pain in my back from where that thing popped last year when I went to Dominican Hospital, and they did nothing. They yelled at me. Oh, that was so awful. I was in so much pain. Like, I was screaming in pain. Like, and I wasn't swearing or nothing. I was just like, ah! You know, I mean, like, it was severe pain. And I have a very, very high pain threshold because I live with chronic pain. When you live with chronic pain, like, it takes a lot, you know? It does. And they were so insensitive. They kept, it hurt for me to stand, but it hurt worse for me to sit, right? What I needed to do was lay down flat, but they offered me nowhere to lay down, right? No cot, nothing. And they kept yelling at me to sit down, sit down. And I kept telling them, I can't sit. And they kept yelling at me to sit, like I was some sort of insolent dog that was refusing to sit for them and give them my paw, right? So I try to be real nice with Brody because I try not to be demanding on him like that with just arbitrary commands. I try to respect his being. Because I've been treated like worse than livestock or a dog by Catholic hospitals, by Catholic organizations. So anyway, that thing popped in my back. They did nothing, and I had to. They gave me a lidocaine patch, and it helped. It did. It helped a little bit, enough that I wasn't like screaming anymore, but I was still in a lot of pain. And then it started to wear off. I asked for another one, and it was like, oh my God. So they claimed to have taken x-rays, but they didn't. It was like a big show. They took me back in this room, and they made me make these weird poses. Like, I've had x-rays before, and the machine never made any sound. And the two people that were back there did not look old enough to have even gone to college, let alone be a radiologist. Right? They looked and sounded 14 years old, and the guy was covered in gang tattoos. Little gangbanging kid, right? There were no x-rays taken. There were no, and I knew when I was back there that it was like this big, I was just in so much pain. And they kept asking me what religion I was. What is your religion? They kept asking. I'm like, why does that matter? Why does that matter? The whole thing. I never saw a doctor. There were these two women, and they were nurses. They said they were nurses because I asked. And I was having trouble talking because I was in so much pain. I was like talking through my teeth because I was in so much pain. Right? Like, I don't know what they wanted me. I guess they wanted me to talk to them like this, Mommy. I don't know. Maybe they would have been better. I couldn't fucking talk nice. I had to talk like this because I was in so much fucking pain. I mean, seriously. And she yelled at me. She's like, don't you yell at me. I said, don't threaten me. And she was like, And she realized she'd stepped over the line. And the other woman was like, oh, wait. She said, why don't you go in another room? She told the other woman to leave. And Omar and I were standing there. And I'm just like, I went out in the hallway and I said, let's do this here. She's like, no, let's go in the room where nobody else. I said, no. I said, this is fraud. I said, and I want everybody who's in this emergency room to know that this is not legitimate. She was like, oh my God. She's like, your blood pressure, it's your blood pressure. You might, I need to rule out heart attack. I'm like, I did not have a heart attack. I heard something pop in my arm, and I could only, like, the only way it was tolerable was if I sat with my arm on my head like this. Like, it was, I said, I need an MRI. She goes, we don't do those here. Well, they do MRIs. What hospital does not do MRIs? What hospital? What American hospital does not have MRI machines? And they do have MRIs. At Dominican, they do. I needed an MRI. And I still have pain. I still have pain. And it is on top of the compression in my spine, my first 2 vertebrae from those fucking car accidents I was in years ago, and compounded by the injuries I've had to my hip on top of the deformity that I have. I have really been treated like garbage by doctors here in Santa Cruz. I really have been. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I've been on them about this money they keep coming after me for services that they did not provide. I never saw a doctor, and they did not take x-rays. So supposedly, I'm supposed to go pick up some disc that has my images on them. Supposedly, because the woman says, oh, we don't use films anymore. I'm like, well, then what the hell was that machine? What the hell was that machine that was in that room? Yeah. Yeah. And she was all apologetic this time. This is the last time I talked to them. This is the first time they were all apologetic to me. Like, I'm so sorry you went through that. I'm so sorry. Oh, really? Are you now? So, we'll see. Yeah. In the medical record, the nurse, in her notes, she's like, oh, patient is difficult. I was in so much pain. So much pain. The only way I couldn't have been difficult is if I had been passed out from the pain. Right? Thank God I wasn't. Who the hell knows? I might have woken up missing body parts. Who the hell knows? I might have woken up with a penis. I don't even know. Yeah, they were awful. They were awful. My husband witnessed it all. He was like, oh my God. Indignity Health. Yep. It's because I'm pro-choice. It's because I'm a pro-choice Catholic. It's because I'm a pro-choice Catholic. I told the woman, I said, I have requested excommunication over this matter. Yeah. I'm disgusted. Disgusted. Catholic organization. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Disgusted. Keep your communion. Keep it. Anyway, got lots of laundry done yesterday. I did. Got lots of laundry done. Brody. Hey, Brody. Hey, Brody. Hey, buddy. Hey, mister. Mister. Did your Timberwolves win? Oh, he was so excited. I don't know what it is. Brody loves Rudy. He does. Brody loved Rudy when he played for the Jazz. Brody loves Rudy now. Brody loves Rudy. Whenever I say, "Oh, Rudy Gobert's on the TV, Brody," Brody gets so excited. He gets so excited. Last night, he even jumped up on the couch for a while and was actually watching. He was laying next to me with his head on my knee watching. I'm like, oh my God. So, Mr. Rudy Gobert, my dog loves you. My dog loves you. Yeah. I don't know why, but he does. Must have been those big crystals you were wearing around your neck there for a while. You still got them big crystals. You got some big rocks, buddy. You got some big rocks. Oh. Those last 2 quarters. Oh, my God. I was like, oh, we are not winning tonight. I could tell. Like, that was just like, we still playing? We still playing basketballs? Yeah. Like I said, basketball really has me nonplussed. Nonplussed these days. I'm not as enthusiastic as I was. I'm not. Sorry. Whatever. I still watch. I don't watch all of the games. Like, I used to sit and watch, like, really, really close. And I'd flip between games and make sure I saw everybody. And it's like, whatever. I got other shit to do now. I got other shit to do. One of my tie-dye shirts. Oh, I had this crazy dream last night. Oh my gosh. I had this dream about Michael Cera. Mr. Cera, what were you doing in my dream last night? I dreamt that Michael Cera, that it was my Uncle Alex and Aunt Linda's house. So my cousin Andrew, it's his parents' house. Walked into his parents' house. Now you had to go up these big stairs on his porch, and it's a pretty traditional Pennsylvania kind of thing. You go up the stairs and onto the porch, and then into the house. And it was real dark. Their house was always real dark. It's like dark colors and wood and everything. And on the couch, Michael Cera was sitting on the couch, and he was wearing this like windbreaker and a polo shirt and these cargo pants. And his cargo pants were undone. He had 2 giant penises. 2 penises. And I was sitting across from him. I said, "You have 2 penises." He's like, "What do you feel?" I said, "Looks like you got 2 penises." He goes, "Ha ha ha, I do. I have 2 penises." And I was like, they were 2 different colors. I'm like, what is going on? And they were real long and skinny, and they were like standing up. And I'm like, what is going on? Michael Cera, you were in my dream last night, and you had 2 penises. And you were sitting on my Aunt Linda's couch. I don't know what the hell was going on. And I'm like, what do you do with those 2 penises? He's like, "Oh, double the stuffing." I'm like, oh my God. And I got up and walked away. And then I was like in this office building, and they're like, "Oh, Larissa, this is your new office." I'm like, oh, okay. It was really weird. It was really weird. Michael Cera. He was like all pleased with himself. He's like, "Well, what do you feel?" I'm like, "So it looks like you have 2 penises." He's like, "Ha ha, I have 2 penises." I don't know what that dream was about. And I don't know why he was at my Uncle Alex and Aunt Linda's house. I don't know. Maybe Alex is dying. I don't know. I don't know. Nobody tells me nothing. I don't know why Michael Cera would have been there. Anyway, I don't know why. Like, I haven't even seen anything with him in it recently. Very bizarre. Yeah. Anyway. Hopefully Tuesday's game will be better, huh? It's gonna be better on Tuesday. I don't know. cooked a whole bunch of stuff yesterday. That's another thing that I do on Sundays. Get a whole bunch of stuff ready for Omar. Well, you know, for lunches and stuff during the week. So, what did I make? Still have some sandwiches from the week before, the frozen sandwiches that I make. I made some more. And the ones I made yesterday, one has like pierogi potatoes in it, right? Mashed pierogi potatoes with cheese and peas and corn. And they're good. They're like pierogi potato pockets. They're good. And then the other one I made for, I can't have, Omar will have, it has sauerkraut and bratwurst and onion in it. I made the bread I made is a dark rye. I used dark rye flour. I used some all-purpose too, but it's predominantly dark rye. So they're real good. They're both real good. And then I made a pasta salad. And it's a vinaigrette. It has red peppers and broccoli and red onion and some hot chili peppers, my pickled peppers, and Kalamata olives and hard-boiled egg and oregano and parsley, fresh parsley, and garlic and olive oil and truffle and lemon juice and vinegar and salt and a little bit of cheese. So I got that all put together and portioned out. And what else did I make? I made quiche. I made mini quiches, and Omar ate one, and then I put the other one in the freezer. Yeah. So there's that. And then I got stuff in there for salads. Still. Although the arugula, I think I'm gonna do a marinara sauce with arugula in it, and have some pesquettis at some point during the week. Some pesquettis. I guess it won't be a marinara. I have mussels in the freezer, so I'll do a mussels with a red sauce with arugula on pesquettis. Yeah, that'll be good. And then romaine lettuce for Caesar salad. Yeah, that's what I have in there. That's what I have in there. It's good. Yeah. Did a lot of cooking yesterday. Oh my god. So, on with the day. On with the day, I guess. I don't know. The hardest thing I've ever done is keep believing there's someone in this crazy world for me. The way that people come and go through temporary lives, my chance may come and I may never see. I used to say no promises, let's keep it simple, but freedom only helps you say goodbye. It took a while for me to learn that nothing comes for free. The price I've paid is high enough for me. Oh, Miss Karen Carpenter. Oh, Miss Karen Carpenter. I like your sappy music. Yeah. Yeah. Poor tragic Miss Karen Carpenter. I love the music. I know I need to be in love. I know I've wasted too much time. I know I ask perfection of a quite imperfect world. And I'm fool enough to think that's what I'll find. What do you say, Brody? What do you say? He says nothing.